this look and basically any makeup look, I always love using my Smashbox primer. I swear when I don't use it, I feel like my pores show through my foundation instantly. So next I'm using the new MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Foundation, and I'm actually in love with this stuff. It's really, really lightweight on the skin, and it really does last. I wore it the past couple of days, and I also wore it into the shower just to really test it out, and it's waterproof, guys. It's crazy. So I'm mixing NC30 and NC35. The colors are definitely a lot different than the foundation, so I would recommend going in, testing out the swatches before you buy, because I couldn't find my exact shade. I had to buy two to mix it together. So I really do like it though, and I do approve of it and recommend it for anyone who's looking for a good foundation. First, I'm just blending it in with my beauty blender, and then I'm taking this foundation brush to really buff it in and to just make it have the thinnest layer possible. Since it is super warm out and we want this to look really glamorous but yet stay on through the heat, I recommend buffing it out because it's going to just thin out the foundation. It's not going to leave it cakey at all, and it's still going to give you that beautiful coverage. Now for concealer, this one is also waterproof. This is by Lancome, and I've used this probably about 4 times, and I really like it because it's very, very thin. Some of the concealers that I use, such as the NARS Creamy Concealer, it's a thicker consistency and it goes on thicker. This gives you just enough coverage and it blends super easy, and it doesn't leave your skin feeling really heavy or cakey. So again, this is why I chose to use this for this look. And if you guys have really dark circles, I don't know how well this concealer will work for you, but mine are pretty blue lately and it covers just fine, so I'm okay with just using this one thin concealer. Then to set the concealer, I'm using my Laura Mercier setting powder. Some of you guys may be thinking, well, if it's hot out, why the heck do I want all of these layers? But this is for when we want to look a little bit more glamorous, such as for graduation, but yet we still have to withstand the heat. So I've tested out this full face routine, and I promise you it does last the best that it could out of any other versions that I've tried. For all over my lids, I apply the MAC Naked Pigment, and in my crease I'm using this new palette by The Balm Cosmetics. I'm mixing this pink and this brown color together to give it a really pretty crease color, which I'm using with a big fluffy blending brush. Then with a smaller tapered blending brush and this darker brown color, I'm applying this right into the crease of my eye, and I'm drawing the outer V as well, and I'm just going to accentuate that a little bit more with my pencil brush in that same shade. And since I'm not doing liner for this look, I like to really accentuate my eyes because it makes them look a lot bigger. For lashes, I'm using the Wispies by Ardell, but I'm also using the Clusterholics, which are the individuals by Velour Lashes, and I applied a couple of those on the edge just to give it a little bit more of a wispy, dramatic look. To set my eyebrows, which I did before this makeup look, I'm using Model in a Bottle. It's the eyebrow sealer. Now to contour my nose and my face, I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm taking this grayer tone shadow first, and I'm contouring my nose with this Sigma tapered blending brush, the same one that I used on my eyes. Actually, I just wiped it off in between. Then with a brush that has a little bit of translucent powder, I am just blending in the sides of my nose. Then I'm grabbing the warmer tone contour shade in the same palette, and I'm bronzing up my cheeks. Normally at this time of year I'm a lot tanner. I just have not seen the sun at all. So if I was a little tanner, I would recommend maybe using a little bit less bronzer than I'm using here in this look. But again, if you want to give yourself that nice bronze look, a little powder isn't going to hurt you. From that same palette by The Balm, I'm grabbing this pink color blush, and I'm applying that on the apples of my cheeks, and this is just going to add some color into my face. Then I'm grabbing the Makeup Geek shadow in the color in the Spotlight, and this is such a gorgeous shade. It's a little bit of a peach tone, and I'm applying that underneath my lower lash line, also in my tear duct. Then I'm applying my mascara on my lower lash line. Moving on to lips, I am using MAC Oak Liner, which is one of my all-time favorites. I wanted to do a peach colored lip for this, so I am using Sushi Kiss by MAC, and then over that I'm using the new lip gloss by Jarred Cosmetics in the color Candy Kiss, and it is stunning. I'm obsessed with it. It's a light peach color, and I think this is a must-have for summertime. So I am then taking the highlighter that also comes in that palette, and I am just highlighting my cheeks. This part is optional, of course. If you don't want to apply it because you think you're going to be shiny because it's going to be that hot, skip this step. But if you guys want that extra shine, add it in, and you guys should be good to go. So I completely forgot to show this part, but I would recommend adding in a setting spray just to keep everything locked in. And yeah, that is it for the final look.